All right, let's get into the weekly watch report where we talk about the things we watched this week. Weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday. Kind of a light week for me this week, you know, with the television, and I'm sort of bummed out by that because I had so many things on my agenda that I wanted to watch. And, you know, the weeks and the days kind of escape me, you know?
Yeah, it's fair.
With the, you know, I was like, oh, we're going to like lay down all weekend and watch TV. But we did watch Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen. Yep. So I guess, you know, binge watch 8 episodes of a show
that's a lot.
Is a lot.
Yeah.
But there are other shows that I really did want to watch that I did not get around to. So that'll be this upcoming weekend. We'll get to that. But I'll start off with Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen. I really enjoyed this show. Immediately had me hooked and off my phone, which is, for me, like, I already know it's going to be a good show when, like, right off the bat, I can just put my phone down and focus on it the whole time. Watched it practically in one sitting. Some good twists. Like, you think it's going one way and it kind of goes the complete opposite direction. I don't want to give it all away, although we did. There was a couple of, not fully, though, in with Camilla.
Yeah.
We didn't fully spoil it, so you could still watch it. But I will give it A- because I was really locked in, and I feel like I haven't like binge watched a show like that in a couple of weeks.
Right, where you
really,
like
where
really
it was
are
like
hitting next.
I say a couple of weeks.
Good music, by the way.
Really good music, and especially in the wedding, the Tom Jones, it's not unusual part was so good, and then the I Will Survive was good. Yeah. There was good really good music in that. So I'll give that an A-. I thought the acting was really good. I thought Camilla and Adam did such a wonderful job together. They were really fun. So loved that. Summer House this week, I will give a B-.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to say this whole thing is clouded this season, but it has a bit.
I think it's
just because we kind of want to get to the next part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like we're watching this happen and we're like, all right, what's next?
Yeah. Look, the stuff with Amanda and Ben is interesting, to say the looking back on it now, it all is very interesting, and I think that happens in this. There was a preview for Tuesday's episode where, you know, Ben's like, "Oh, I brought Sabrina."
Yeah, Sabrina is his girlfriend.
Is his girl. To the housewarm or whatever, housewarming, and they were talking, and like Amanda made some comment about how everyone in the house like thinks Ben's in love with her, and you're just like, oh, come on. And not to like pile on, but everybody knows that girl, and everybody rolls their eyes when they like, it's like you're saying it to the girl seeing Ben, and you're like, oh, everybody jokes about Ben being loving me. I don't see it. Like, you know,
oh my God,
like
there's
that's
like nothing worse than that.
Yeah,
it's just like, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I didn't love that, but loved seeing, you know, Carl being at the housewarming in the episode. Brought Gemma a gift.
Yes, very sweet. Very
it was awkward, but they're fighting through it.
They're trying.
They're sort of fighting through it a little bit.
Yes.
I just want them to be friends again.
That's it. Friends. That's
friends. I see people being like, oh my God, they should get back together.
No. Clearly it didn't work.
No, but they started off as such good friends to begin with, and I feel like they could maybe not get all the way back to that point, but like acquaintances.
Consider themselves friends.
Yeah.
At one point. Yeah, I'll give that a B-. Watched the first 2 episodes of Jury Duty Presents Corporate Company Retreat. Company Retreat. So it's a different spin on like the first season of Jury Duty, where
saw people very emotional about the finale. I haven't watched any.
I haven't watched. I'm
seen
not
mixed reviews.
Yeah, I'm not up to the finale. I just watched the first 2 episodes. My take right now is that I feel like he knows.
That's what everyone's saying. That's why I don't really feel like I want to watch it.
And I'm sort of disinterested because
everyone thinks he knows.
The
like,
vibe I'm getting,
knows.
like the way that he's like reacting and interacting with everybody, I'm like, the whole thing, and I know it's not, but the whole thing feels scripted, like even his responses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's just has that much of a personality. That could be the case.
I was a little less inclined to watch with no James Marsden.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about everything in life.
Yeah, if James Marsden's not in it, I'm probably not.
I'll talk about it with your friends and neighbors. Like, This guy's carrying this show on his back.
Oh, the new
you have
season.
watched it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched
yes.
yet.
See, that's another thing.
See, God, he's just a star.
He is, but that's another show that I have to catch up on. I feel so behind right now.
I know.
So we have to catch up on some things. But watch the first 2 episodes. I don't know if we'll continue. There were a couple laugh out loud moments, but I'm feeling like it's not as genuine as the first one.
I don't think you can remake
And
the
I think
magic of the
it
first
is.
one.
And I also think maybe even the actors are like, maybe they're not that good of acting. You don't have
Yeah,
James
right.
Marsden in it. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. I will give it a C. Like,
Yeah.
it's not terrible. It is watchable. Some funny moments, but I'm not totally bought in. And then just a list of things that I want to watch is the drama. We're going to go to the movies this weekend to watch. We almost went this weekend, but it
dying
was
to see
sold
that. We
out.
still haven't seen
Project
Project
Hail Mary. Might do a double feature, honestly. Like,
No way. No way.
I want to see
That's a long movie.
it. Okay, then probably
Project
not.
Hail
It's like
Mary's
3 hours,
long.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 separate days,
Yeah.
not back to back. Definitely won't happen. What would they call that?
Ooh. Barbenheimer for the drama and
And then
Project Drama.
Project Drama.
Yeah.
Drama Hail Mary.
Drama Hail Mary.
That's like just my thing I'm
Yeah.
making. Drama Hail Mary. There's been so much press for the drama.
Yeah. I unfortunately kind of got a bit of the twist spoiled for me,
I
which
But I
sucks.
right, but I do think people there's
There's a lot more to it.
There's a lot more to it, and I think there's a lot of discussion about people being like, this has been marketed all wrong,
Yeah.
and like maybe they should have been telling people
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of what
yeah.
the twist is because
Right.
it is. I now think I know, and I don't want to say
And
what
I-
it is if just in case people don't want to know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
for
I'm very,
sure.
I don't
I'm
want-
very
don't tell.
confused
and I-
about the
totally.
about whether or
Totally.
not people should know or not know.
And we this is like an original, story, so it's not coming from a book. And I've only kind of seen some of these comparisons, and I really don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen the movie and I don't fully know the twist. So this could be completely wrong. But sort of in the sense of how like it ends with us, everyone was like, it's marketed as a different type of movie, and then you go to see it and you're like, oh, that's a
yes,
darker twist
Yeah.
than we knew. There wasn't exactly like the warnings on this from when I was going to see it. If you were unfamiliar with the book, you didn't know that. Now there is like, you'd be like, oh, I read the book for the drama, so I know what this is about.
I do like when movies do that where like I don't want to know too much going
Right.
on.
No, I know, but I
do
think this one
that
is
there
like
a very dark.
This is like
theme.
crazy.
Like there's like a very dark
Yeah.
thing that, and I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to say it, and then
for
it's
sure,
not.
but it feels like something that like you could understand why someone would say maybe there needs to be some sort of warning.
yeah, it could be triggering.
Yeah.
But I heard that it is fantastic. I have heard like amazing reviews.
Yeah.
About the movie. So
These
I
two
do
we're
wanna
going to be
see it.
seeing nonstop, it seems, because
Yeah.
this is just one of the many movies they have coming out this year.
yes, because they have Dune,
Dune
they have
and the Odyssey. And granted, those are like much bigger ensemble casts, and this movie they are the 2 stars. So maybe they won't be doing as much like one-on-one press with each other as they're doing right now. But he is cracking me up. I know, like he makes these jokes that are like so funny, but I don't even know if everyone in the room is fully appreciating how funny they are, because the way he says it is like so ridiculous. And I'm having it playing in my head over and over. Like they did GQ one, they were asking each other really kind of bizarre questions that in my mind, I'm hearing the questions. I'm like, why would they even know this about each other? Zendaya's like, what's my favorite Met Gala look? And he's like, oh, I don't know, the yellow one. And he's just the way he's saying things. And like she asked him what I forget the exact question, but it was like, what's like the worst part of like the Batman suit, wearing the Batman suit or something? And he was like, the crotch is too small. And like nobody's really fully understanding, and he had to be like, I'm joking. But
Right.
it's like
it's the British humor.
it is,
They
but it really did
do-
crack me up.
They did do what I forget the name of it, but it's like the agree, strongly
saw
agree,
that,
strongly
yeah.
disagree.
Yes.
And Robert Pattinson hit Zendaya with the, oh, you're trying to give like the correct answer because they asked about open bars.
Yeah.
And she was like, I haven't been to a lot of weddings, but if, people can't afford. And he was like, no, it has to be an open bar, no cash bars. And Robert Pattinson literally hit Zendaya with the like, don't give the politically correct answer right now.
Yeah. He's like,
but
don't,
Zendaya is, she is. She is
Yeah.
media trained.
Yeah,
and
she
Robert
is.
Pattinson.
Even I saw like they were like, is it okay to lie in your marriage or your relationship? And she gave like the most like in the middle answer. Well, it's like, well, I don't know, like what's a lie? Like
when you say you're going to be 5 minutes late, but you're really 20 minutes late.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, Robert Pattinson, fuck all the media training I'm going to give all my real answers.
He has been
He literally was
cracking me
like,
up.
girls should pay. Yeah. And I was like, all right, Robert, we're now crossing a line here with the dates. He was like,
the days where I was like, should the first one be split? He moved it to like
Strongly
strongly
agree.
And then she was like, I don't know, like it's nice on the first date.
Yeah, for the guy
she
to
was
pay.
like, okay.
Yes. He was like, I find it sexy when the
Yeah.
woman pays. Like, well, Robert, we find it sexy when the man pays.
Yeah, it was like Spider-Man or Batman who would win a fight. He was like, I contractually, like I have to give this answer.
It's been good stuff.
It has
but
been entertaining. But yeah, there's been a lot of talk about this movie, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I'm dying to see both of them, but my God, it's like the time. I gotta get to the movie.
we do have our last show in Minneapolis
Yes.
of this tour. It's been such a fun tour, so
Yes.
we can't wait to see everybody in Minneapolis. And Trent is joining us. We forgot to
Yes.
mention that at the beginning of this episode, but we did the last episode,
Yes, we
so
did.
that's going to be so much fun. But yeah, that's why with all the
Yeah.
travel and everything, trying to catch up on shows, we catch up on the planes.
yeah,
but
getting to the theater.
right, love Overboard. I'm still watching. It's
Yeah.
been kind of just like my throw on show. I'm only 3 episodes in. I'll give it
You haven't
a
gotten to the good stuff
right.
yet.
I'll give it a C+ as
Yeah.
of now because I don't think I've gotten to like the really
No, you haven't.
good stuff. But that's about it for anything new that I've been watching.
Okay, I will give Summer House. This was like a C+ episode for me. Nothing like this was like a middle episode. I feel like we're getting a little bit more sort of background information on like the Loverboy stuff with Kyle and where he's at. And it just feels like it's building to some big thing, which we've seen. And Carl has some feelings about that with Kyle. What else came out on? What else did I watch on Bravo? I caught up on Beverly Hills. It's fine. It's a C. There's just like, I'm just a little tired of the Dorit drama, sort of. It's like, it feels like we're just kind of talking in circles with a lot of these things. Like, oh, they're back in Italy. Oh, Dorit's late to everything again. Like, she's always late. It's just like, it's just part of the same kind of things. And with Amanda and like different lying about certain things. I'm watching, but it's like, I'm not as locked in as I have been. The Italy trips, I think, the Italy trip has been more interesting. Like these past couple episodes have been better.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the first episode of Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
How was it?
I'm
gonna watch.
I really liked it. I really liked it. I have high hopes. I have high hopes. It's a very interesting group of women. There's this one girl, Kelsey, that has a much older boyfriend, and the whole dynamic there is quite something because it seems he goes to Florida where he has another girlfriend there, but she lives in his giant fucking house in Rhode Island and has been living lavishly and for years and doesn't have to worry about anything and loves that lifestyle. But she may also have another boyfriend.
Oh.
So it's very, very interesting to me. They do all sort of look the same. I know Ashley, I posted a funny video of her showing because they've all been joking that they all kind of look similar. And she was showing Dawson a picture of all of them, like in the press photo or like the show photo of all of them. And he was like, they're all mama. Like they're all like mommy. Like they're like, it's like, so it's funny. And some of them have a hell of an accent. It's like, it's entertaining. The Rhode Island, it rides deep. They're like, I went to kindergarten with this person. I know this person, the whole thing, the family members. They're, you know, a lot of them are like big Italian Rhode Island families. I'm liking it. I'm hoping it does sort of give like New Jersey vibes in a way. So I wonder what will sort of like set it apart from that, or if Rhode Island will kind of take that world and New Jersey with whatever new cast they have is sort of different. I don't know. We'll see. That could be possible. Love seeing Dolores in the mix with everybody. I love seeing Ashley I love seeing Ashley and Jared back on. You're seeing the behind the scenes of like Jared running his coffee shop and that balance. I've been laughing seeing Bravo people who don't watch The Bachelor be like, who is this girl and why does she have like over 1 million followers? Like what's happening here? But she's probably one of the most iconic people from the Bachelor Nation in general. Everybody, everybody knows Ashley I. So I like her in the mix with all these people. It was good to kind of throw someone in that isn't from Rhode Island, so doesn't really know everybody, but is sort of meeting everybody and trying to fit in with the group. I'll give episode 1 a B. I am intrigued. Yeah. I think that there's some good dynamics. I think it has a lot of room to get better, but a lot of times, like I watched season 1, episode 1 of a new franchise, and you're like, I don't know, like you'll give it a chance. But I thought we were off to a pretty good start. So I enjoyed that. The latest episode of Southern Hospitality, I'll give a B. I thoroughly enjoy Southern Hospitality. I think that these guys are all extremely entertaining. They're on some river like tubing trip on this last episode, and they're always like fighting about something silly, and I feel like I'm just always saying the same thing about Southern Hospitality, but I do very much enjoy it. And Joe and I started DTF St. Louis. Is that the name of the show? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've just been calling it DTF and I forget. I'm like, what city is it? We watched the first 3 episodes. So I think we're halfway through. There's 6.
I hope it's over soon.
There's 7 out right now. Damn. High praise, Noah.
No, not high praise.
I like it. I mean, it's obviously going, and like it starts off really strong where it seems pretty obvious. Like you're like, oh well, it can't be this obvious. And then there's that. I just also love Linda Cardellini. I think she's so good. And I think she's great in this. I'll give the first 3 episodes a B. I mean, I was really enjoying it. We were like pressing next on them pretty quickly, wanting to see what happens. I watched the Lamar documentary.
So I watched that
on Netflix. It's very interesting. It's a hell of a story. We know that. Chloe is in it, giving a lot of her side of what happened and how that all went down. And his kids are in it. The person that was working at the Bunny, whatever the hell the place was called, he's in it. Like they're like driving. He's like, oh, it should be right up here on the right. It's been demolished. It's just gone. Like so. It is fascinating in the sense of hearing Lamar talk about it all firsthand. Same with Chloe. I don't really like the way that Lamar has been like talking about. Like I've just seen.
He seems like such a scumbag.
Yeah. Some interviews.
But
still, which
it's
is
not like
crazy.
you would expect this documentary to be like, oh, he's changed so much, he's No, he still seems like an asshole.
He does, and I think he was on Today this morning, and sort of like not saying the greatest things about Chloe, which is so crazy
Chloe
to
tried
me.
so hard
because Chloe did so much, And there was a time afterwards that it did feel like Lamar was so complimentary to Chloe, but now like the tune has sort of changed. And in the documentary, you know, he's talking about how he saw the longevity of what his life could be if he married into that family and what they were doing. And he just sort of took the opportunity and ran with it.
Oh,
like
yeah. He made it pretty clear he only did it to get
yeah,
famous.
like it wasn't like, oh my God, me and Chloe fell in love and blah, 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 blah. It was like, I saw dollar signs, baby. Like I saw what Kris Jenner was doing and like I wanted a part of it. Like
That's
the
so
show
sad.
was being like, the show was my idea. Like I wanted to do the whole thing.
Because
and-
watching Chloe and Lamar when they first started dating, it really
Yeah,
was like,
I know,
oh, Chloe
I
and
know,
Lam Lam. Like,
I
No, and
know.
then he it was like his whole idea to do like that spin-off show of them.
Yeah. He talked about like being in a situation where he had gone, I mean, the lies and the cover-ups and everything Chloe was doing for him at the time and like the way they were trying to keep everything he was doing a secret to protect him and everything. And just like one of the times that he had quote unquote like gone missing and he like cracks an eye open and it's just like Kris Jenner.
Yeah,
being,
he's like,
"Get
I'm doing.
up."
He goes, I finished like the biggest line ever, and then
Yeah.
Kris Jenner just like walks in.
And she's like, Lammy, time to go.
the shit that Kris Jenner has probably
my
seen.
God. I know.
No, like,
I know.
is endless.
I know.
The things that Kris Jenner has seen and covered
Her
up.
daughters really know how to pick them.
Yes.
But like, the amount that she is covered up.
I know. It really is true. But like hearing Chloe talk about being in the hospital with him for months and being the one sort of like, because they were technically still legally married. So having to deal with people coming in and out of the hospital, like drug dealers coming in trying to like take money out of his wallet and like he owes people money and they're coming in, they're trying to do all these things and it was just, it really is crazy.
The way he treats his kids was maybe the worst part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like he just does not give a fuck about his kids.
How many kids does he have?
There were 2 in the documentary.
I don't know if he
more.
has more, but with his first, I don't know if they were ever married or they were engaged.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like his high school sweetheart had 2 kids. He did talk about how, and I don't think I even realized that they had lost their 3rd child to SIDS. And how that had affected him. And Chloe sort of, mentioned that too, that there was always like a reason for the drug use and
Although he did
he's
say
been
that
through so much and this explains why and all these things.
the night that the baby died, he was like, I was out partying the whole night.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously handles his any sort of trauma or conflict in the wrong way, clearly. But yeah, no, it didn't seem. Yeah, he did not come off.
No, even at the end of the
super
documentary,
likable,
he's joking about like,
know.
oh, I'm on Netflix. Am I an A-lister now? Like all he cares about is being famous.
Yeah.
Remember when Lamar and Caitlyn were going to do a podcast together?
Yeah.
Whatever happened?
I know, right?
That podcast ever take off?
That and Jed Talks. What the fuck happened?
Whatever
to both
happened to
those?
those podcast episodes? We're still waiting.
I know. But I mean, it's an interesting documentary, just with the standpoint of hearing them all talk about this whole situation firsthand. So I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B. I thought maybe B plus, but I'm gonna give it a B.
Yeah, there wasn't like anything. I was like, yeah, this. It's interesting to hear him talk about it, but I wasn't like, oh, whoa. Like,
Stuff we've
yeah,
seen.
yeah, definitely. And that's everything.
Oh
No,
my
no,
God.
sorry. I'm kidding. Haha, kidding. The pit. Kidding. I remembered. I caught myself. The pit.
You still didn't catch yourself.
No,
because-
I was there. And as Rhea was talking, I was like, don't forget the pit. Okay. Episode, what is this? 13? 12? 13?
I don't even know,
I
honestly.
think it was maybe 13.
There's got to be like only a couple left. The
I
Pit.
think there's only,
13, yeah.
the suspense. Episode 13. I'm getting a little frustrated with Robbie.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what, in the sense that
I mean, I kind of see where he's coming from, but
yeah, but it's I didn't like the way he has been yelling at
well, he's stressed.
yeah. Clearly he is.
But I don't
stressed.
like a lot of like
Dana?
doctor.
What's her name? Yes,
Dana.
The nurse, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a funny meme of like the other medical student who was like, it's 6 o'clock. My shift is over. I'm out. And they were like, no, like, could you stay? She's like, nope, leaving, just protecting my like mental health. Like my hour's over. I'm done. Cause all the day shift doctors like are stuck there for longer. I saw so many people just like my queen sitting at home, like watching TV while everybody else was still there. Sad for, I feel like there's always a first day disaster, like Ogilvy having that patient die, and
but he needed to be humbled.
That seemed to be the case.
Langdon he's questioning being back now.
Yeah, they're making, but I'm just like Robbie getting sassy with God, one of these days I will learn these characters' names.
You're 13 episodes in.
Well, there's a lot of
two seasons.
It's a chaotic atmosphere.
Yeah.
I'm not catching these names. I'm just like,
I know,
Is there
and they're
just so
just
many
like
people?
they're just
there's so
there's
many people.
so
and
many.
You're really
and I'm
focused
just
on
like
like
they're
the
just
blood.
doctor.
Doctor, yeah.
Chef,
doctor.
they're calling each other by their first name, their last name. The way that he was talking to Javati, I did not like. When she was like, I'm tired, maybe I shouldn't be doing this like brain screw. I've been here for so long. And he was like, do it. You never get these kind of opportunities.
I mean, I guess I kind of was like, I see where he's coming from.
I guess, but I also feel like it's fair to be like at a certain point when a doctor's working 15 hours for them to be like, maybe I shouldn't be the one to drill into someone's brain.
And then she felt like accomplished after she did it.
Yeah.
You know who Samira, she's like, what's going on with her? She's like,
Dr. Mohan.
Yeah, she's like in and out of like
she's having a meltdown.
Like,
it seems.
get her out of here. I don't want her working on anyone.
And I also don't like the way Robbie's mad at her.
No, he should be mad at her because she's gonna like kill someone because she's like drifting off into like somewhere else.
But she's clearly struggling. I mean,
Okay,
granted,
then get her out.
He has his own mental health issues that he is clearly in denial about.
They all do. The new attendee does too.
But I'm saying she is struggling big time and was having a full blown panic attack, and his response was like, "Suck it up."
And
which was not great in my opinion to be coming from
not everyone's
a doctor.
cut out for this.
That's the point of the show, the stresses of the emergency room. But it's been I'll give this episode A-, and dare I say no, I'm kidding. Paradise is over.
We didn't talk about it.
We didn't talk about the
waiting.
finale.
I was hoping you were gonna forget it again.
Here's the thing. Paradise is over. And I feel like because it was the finale, it's like already out of my brain. And it happened last Monday.
Right.
And it's been a full week, but I did love the finale. I'll give the finale as an A. I really like this season. I saw people, I gotta talk to all those hoity-toity movie guys that we work with, because they all like really
Jeff
didn't like.
Really hates the
They all really didn't like the second season of Paradise.
I think Jeff has always said he watches it, but he's like, this is an insane show.
Yes, but like, I gotta find.
I liked the finale. I didn't love the finale, but I wasn't like upset with it.
I just, how sometimes it's like it's not the show to care about like, oh, the doors are closing. There's no way he actually ran into. But there's so much. The TikToks that I was getting, it's so deep that I cannot understand. Like they're like, well, he could have been time traveling. There could be this. It's not him. It's him from another. It's him from another like timeline. I don't know who's Alex, who's not Alex. Is that Dylan? Is it not Dylan?
Yeah,
it really is crazy. Yeah, Jeff T. Lowe said, a dumb show that telegraphed and basically told you every move it was going to make right from episode 1 of season 2. But I cannot quit this bullshit. I love it. I'm like, did they? Maybe I'm just not as smart as these guys.
No, it's not
that.
It's funny because Jeff keeps saying like, dumb show, but I can't quit. It's like, well, then clearly you like something about it because you keep
Clever
watching.
said this is among the worst drop-offs from season 1 to season 2 in TV history.
I mean, season 1 was definitely, I enjoyed season 1 more, but I don't think
Yeah.
it was like an insane. I still
Well,
like, there
it
were
just-
periods of this season 2 where I was like, this is
Here's
really
the thing. If you can't buy into the whole quantum blah, 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 whatever they got going, then I get it.
They're
like,
living in a dome and under a mountain.
yeah,
Clearly,
but season 1 didn't have that element. Like season 1 was the
you gotta
earth
suspend your
the
belief.
earth is exploding and like this is how we're gonna save it.
Listen, there
which in the realm of like processing that idea was easier to comprehend than like now we have some machine that is altering reality and there could be multiple timelines happening and she did all of this to her son had died but maybe her son didn't die because Alex has created some other world where these people are alive. I don't know. I don't get it. I love it, but I'm like when I read all these theories about the like quantum physics and the machines and everything, I'm like, whoosh.
Yeah.
That I don't know.
I do like Thomas Doherty's character.
He was great.
Yeah.
But like, can you explain to me what any of that stuff means?
The Alex the
Yes.
whole Alex thing. I mean, I don't know. I'm not seeing these TikToks. All I took from it was that this is like some crazy AI type machine that
Yes.
like can do
That
anything.
AI is writing a
and
whole-
solve anything.
Yeah.
And then it's like if it's
That they're
if it's like
fixing
working
things.
like on its own now. But I don't know. I don't know what that means in terms of reality. Like I don't know.
I don't know.
Like
I don't know either. But
I definitely
yeah.
don't
But
know.
like, I will say I'm way less like I need to see the next season as I was last season. Like I'm less inclined to be like I really want to
Oh,
see this.
really? I disagree because now
Because it feels like we
knowing
resolved
that
a
it's
lot.
a season but knowing that it's a season 3 and it's a final season.
No, I know.
That is like, oh,
I was just like, okay, the families are
well,
reunited.
there'll be way more of an explanation. But here's the
the
thing:
villains are dead.
were they reunited? Is that really Xavier?
That's like that. I'm not looking into that. Like I'm only going off of I
Where's
watched the
Jane?
show.
She was dead in the shower, but is she gone now?
She better be dead.
Is there another? Is there a world where is there a timeline where she's not dead? She comes back.
The only thing that would make me happy about that is if James Marsden comes back.
Exactly, that's what I said too. I said maybe. I mean, if Alex
No,
has got
he's not
something
gonna come back
going
for season 3.
where my guy is still president somewhere.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But the theories only messed me up more. Like take it.
See, I'm not seeing
Maybe
those.
you'll get them on your TikTok now. Maybe you'll
hope
get
not.
because like if you start to see some of these things where it's like this is and maybe that's where these other guys too. It's like it is hard to believe until you have someone sort of explaining it to you where you're like, whoa, it's a whole nother
I don't know. I don't even
whole
know.
nother situation I was not expecting. But
People do this to every show now. They just look way into too
and
deep
I
into
probably
things.
sound silly being like, I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I love it. But I do. I still loved the finale because I'm still on the edge of my seat every second. I want to know what's happening. Like
Yeah.
there's twists, there's turns.
It's a fun show.
Yeah, it is. It is. I very much enjoyed it. So it was a good one.
Yeah, I'll give it a B+. I'll give Paradise a B+.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I was satisfied.
Yeah.
And I also wasn't expecting like the greatest thing I've ever
Yep,
seen.
yep,
Because
yep.
I knew season 3 they're gonna like leave stuff open ended. Something very bad is gonna happen. I'll give that a B+. I enjoyed it. The music was great, like I said. I thought she was great. Honestly, like all the main actors were great. And yeah, like have you ever seen the Ready or Not movies?
No.
No.
But it was kind of similar. I thought it was similar to that, but it definitely took a turn. And it wasn't like it surprised me, which was good because I did think for a while like I know where this is going. So yeah, I'll give that a B+. The Pit. This is the first time The Pit maybe ever. I'm just gonna put it a B+ because I feel like I've been stuck in a like, oh, it's The Pit. It gets an A. It
Yeah.
like automatically. Where I'm like, it is still really good, but at least so far, I think. I mean, it's almost the end of season 2, but I think I definitely enjoyed season 1 more. I feel like they're just trying to fit a lot into this season, and they're trying to like pull in a lot of like real time events, which I get, but like sometimes it just feels forced. But I do like, yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see where it goes. And like, I mean, is it renewed? It's renewed for a season 3, right? Yeah, because they're already announcing people aren't coming back. But so obviously Robbie's not going anywhere, or if he is, they're jumping ahead. Like
No, they'll jump ahead.
no, but there's been a lot of like he's gonna kill himself type talk where it's like he's not, because he is the show.
Yeah. No, he is.
So I'll give that a B+. I watched the first episode of season 2 of Your Friends and Neighbors,
I got to
which, by the way, I liked that there was only one. For some reason, I thought like there was gonna be like 5 like up, and there's only one, which was nice just because there's a lot of stuff to watch.
Week.
But when I saw James Marsden as a thumbnail for that on Apple TV, I was like, oh, I'm playing this right now. Like, he's just awesome. And even before I didn't even see him in any trailers or anything. He just fits into this world so perfectly. Like immediately he's like looking at houses and he's like, this one's too small. Like, and he's throwing like he's throwing like a Great Gatsby party in this episode.
Love it.
It's unreal. So he's the best part of the show.
Old sport.
Yeah, because I quickly remembered like my thoughts about this season last year, which was like I like the show, but John Hamm just doesn't do it for me. So now it's like we got a real man in the show now. Like he doesn't have to fake be like a tough, not tough, but like he is that guy. He's that guy. But I'll give it a B. Like it was good.
Yeah.
And James Marsden is like carrying it for me at least. So we'll see where it goes.
James Marsden may be the first, traditionally handsome man that Noah really
this is
stands
me. This
behind.
is me breaking like what you think is my
No, hey, John Hamm doesn't do it for him, but James Marsden.
James Marsden just like exudes aura. He does.
He does.
And then I watched DTF, the most recent episode. I'll give it a C+. Like I'm just so like uninterested in this show, but I'm just at this point I have to see it through. It's just like I don't know. It just feels like they drag everything out. The whole like it's just flashbacks to Jason Bateman being Jason Bateman with
I will say once I got to like finishing episode 3, I'm like I don't know how there's 4 more episodes of this show.
Yeah. Also, Linda Cardellini's like essentially not even been in. I don't even know if she was in the episode last night like once. Like
well, I don't like that because she's the best part. To me.
I think what's his name from Stranger Things. He's good.
David Harbour.
Yeah. But I just don't really care about it that much to be honest. So I'll give it a C+. And then Lamar, I'll give it B-. We already talked about it, but like there was nothing like shocking to me, and there wasn't. It kind of was like, here's what happened, and then it was over. It was pretty quick.
Yeah.
There was no like, I don't know. And then Lamar didn't really give a lot of insight. He was just kind of like,
No, I'm with. Happened. There was no like when you watch a documentary like that, it's like, oh, I went through something so crazy and traumatic and almost died, and like now I'm sort of on my like redemption story.
Yeah, like
and
Charlie
I'm
Sheen.
So appreciate. Yeah,
no,
like,
it was not.
Yeah, like I'm like
Yeah.
appreciative of the life I have and like all these things.
No,
it's just like he was like, yeah, and then he was okay, and then it was like documentary.
No, he
over.
wasn't apologetic at all in the slightest. Never like because they kept interviewing his kids, and his kids were like how awful he was, and like ignored them and like never even like visited them.
Yeah,
never
right. No
talked to them.
moment of being like, I really tried to reconnect
He
with my
never
family.
acknowledged his kids. He was never with his kids. So I'm like, I'm sure that they still have a terrible relationship.
Yeah.
The fact that he was after being in a coma, after like relearning how to walk and talk, Chloe comes home and finds him smoking crack in their head. Like
Crazy.
literally,
she's like, where the fuck do you even get this? Which is so crazy because I think he was like
he tried to
he
deny.
was like faking
yeah.
that he was still cognitively
Like
not there.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I
that they
think
would-
he was faking to Chloe that like, oh, I don't know, like I don't have a phone and I don't know what to do and I need people to take care of me. And when she would like leave the room, he would fucking sneak shit around
intervention thing?
because he was actually more fine than he was leading on.
They like called an intervention, and everyone told Chloe to like tell him that he either has to go to rehab for like 3 months or you're getting a divorce. Like there's no way he'll get a divorce. And she said that, and he was like, yeah, let's get a divorce.
So I'll sign the papers.
Like just like it was nothing.
Wow.
Or Chloe.
So yeah, I'll give that a B-. Like it was
Yeah.
fine. It was crazy that Kobe, like to think that Kobe and Khloe Kardashian were like in the hospital, like deciding what to do with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
I watched Survivor and I forgot to mention it. So this past week of Survivor was the Blood Moon. It was the first time they ever did this in Survivor, where 3 people went home in one night. The most people that's ever gone home in Survivor in one night. So that was really interesting. I think they really hyped it up. And that's what happens with an episode. You know, when somebody like traitors and they're like, this big thing's going to happen. Same thing this week when they were like, the craziest thing, Survivor history, we're going to send 3 people home. It was interesting. It was fun. It was like a solid episode, but I wasn't like, holy fuck, that was insane. 3 people went home.
Yeah.
But it was very good. I'll give it a B+. The season's just been really entertaining. And I was going to say nobody went home this week that I was like upset about, but you kind of just like feel bad for people when they go home, you know, in some circumstances. So I will give that, but like none of the people that I'm like really rooting for went home. So B+ for Survivor this week. And I think that's it. That's everything we watched.